and recording. So there's a band called EPICA who I've reacted to previously. I believe they're a Dutch band. A song I heard was Storm the Sorrow, and from the comments I got on that video, it seems like that might not have been the best representation of the band. It was still good. It was still really good, and I enjoyed it a lot. But the comments I got were telling me that they normally sound more complex in their construction, and there's usually more growling, and it's a darker kind of presentation. So I'm curious about that because those are qualities that I really, really enjoy and really like. So tonight I'm going to be doing the Essence of Silence. And I found a official live video of theirs with this song. So just under 5 minutes. It's getting pretty late, so I'm just going to jump right into it.
Thank you so much for coming to our last show of the tour in beautiful Brussels. How are y'all doing?
Oh, that's a nice
We
venue.
are promoting the Quantum Enigma. And this next song is from our latest record, The Essence of Silence.
Alright, so this is definitely a lot heavier than the last song. God, that's such a good looking venue. I didn't catch where they said they were. Was Brussels? It's such a good venue. Alright, but I'm getting lost. His voice, his growls sound fantastic. Her voice is very, very high. So if it was just her high voice, I don't think it would fit in necessarily. But juxtaposed with what he's doing, it's a nice contrasting kind of point. So interplay between the two voices makes this work a lot. It's heavy, so heavy. I like this. This sounds really good. His voice sounded so dirty right there. Let's see if I can back out of that black screen. His voice sounded so dirty. The guitar work, the distortion sounded so dirty as well. I like how that second half, her voice actually fluctuated a bit because she started really, really high up, kind of in like an operatic kind of tone, but then she went a little lower and got more into like a mellower kind of sound and started fluctuating between the two. So a bit more variety and then jumping back and forth with the growling. Like it presented itself a lot better and more dynamically, more interesting vocally in the second half of it. But damn, that was dirty. Dirty sounding in such a good way. And I wasn't sure about it at first, but it took a minute or so before I realized that the keyboard player was sampling like voices as well. So there was like a choir kind of background that I kept hearing that it didn't register to me at first that it was the keyboard player. It was just samples, and that sounded really good as well. It was ranging from like a not deathcore. What would you call that? It was definitely dark, but then it also had the lighter symphonic notes to it. So a couple of different genres blending into each other. And this obviously had more of an epic quality to it as well. It's strange to say that when they're called EPICA. Like it's in the name. Of course they would be epic. But this was definitely different than Storm of Sorrow. This sounded much, much better, much more impressive. It sounded more dynamic. It sounded harsher and darker and deeper. Wow. I wasn't expecting such a drastic difference from the first time around to this one. Like I definitely picked the wrong song to start with the first time around. So I guess just keep giving me more keep giving me more suggestions along this line. Um, Man, like I don't even have that much to break down, or I'm just kind of floored by this. This is really, really good. This is really, really, really good. I want more. I want more. More.